I was wondering, is it true that your first career choice was to be a professional pianist?
It's not exactly true. No, I'm good amateur pianist. I like very much music, but I realized quite early, in spite of playing quite well, I had not the level of becoming a real professional. Especially, I have a lot of friends who are very good pianists. And I know that some weeks ago you received my friend Long. Yeah, I had. He came. I see him each time he's in Paris, because you know we have a foundation, Louis Vuitton Foundation, and he gave the first concert there. And last week he gave a master class, which was fantastic. He came with young kids of between 10 and 15 that were playing wonderfully, and the way he's explaining the interpretation is incredible. But okay. No, I cannot. I could not be a real professional.
So then, how was it that you arrived in the luxury sector?
I arrived in the luxury sector for, I would say, family reason. Because when I was managing a family business, which was in a different sector, I happened to enter in contact with a group in France that was having problems, business problems. And in this group, there was Christian Dior. And I was interested by business, and I wanted to turn around this group and build on which I think was at the time the best asset. And the best asset was Christian Dior. And I was interested in Christian Dior for a long time. Because the first time, you know, you are very young, but the first time I was in New York, it's in 71. And I remember the first time I arrived at Kennedy Airport, I took a cab. And at the time, the president of the US was Richard Nixon. By the way, they were devaluating the dollar during the summer where I was there. I bought dollars and my dollars went down. But I arrived at the airport and I started to talk to the cab driver, and he loved France. And he was interested in politics. So I asked him, and he did not like Nixon. So he was talking about that. He said, you love France, so what do you know in France? Do you know the French president? It was Mr. Pompidou at the time. Nobody here remembers. But he said, no, I don't know the French president, but I know Christian Dior. And immediately, it struck me and showed that the name of Christian Dior is one of the, if not the most known all over the world in many countries. When I go to China, when I go everywhere, it's the name which is the most well known. So as far back as 71, I understood the power of a name. It's not enough, but I think it's one reason also. When by chance I was in contact with the real company, I think it's when I had the idea of doing this.
And of course, the luxury sector spans over so many different products, but what do you think the definition of luxury is?
First of all, I don't like very much the word luxury, because you have something attached to it which means show off, which means something of non-significance, something futile, something that is useless. And I think a better definition is combination of quality and creativity. It's how I define what we do. Obviously, these products, because of the very high quality they have, because of the high level of innovation, they are expensive. But the reality is really behind the appearance, behind the price. It's the quality and the innovation that people are looking for. So for me, it's the definition. And in the group, we are really concentrated on this. How can we create the most innovative products? And the creators or the scientists that work with us in the many laboratories we have, they have complete freedom to express new ideas, and after that we have to transform them in reality all over the world. But this is really luxury, and when you do that, I am often asked a question: how do you market the product? I don't know if in this room you have students in marketing, but I often meet students in marketing. And in spite of the group being #1 with the students in France, in desirability to work in the group, I always tell them, we don't do marketing, because marketing is against what a company like us should do. Because marketing, what is marketing? Marketing is to analyze what the customer wants, and then try to follow what the customer is looking for, and test what you create, following these trends, and try to do it. We do completely differently. We create new products, and sometimes it fails, but when it's successful, the customers follow. So the marketing is not for us part of the product creation. The marketing is after. The marketing is when we have these products, how with these products, which people want, maximize the desire. Because our business, you asked a question about luxury. Luxury, for me, is how can you create desire? The most important word in our business is desire. How to create desire. And when you have the product, then you have to create good environment in the shops, and you have to present it well. You have to do good films if it's a perfume, good advertisement either in the magazine or in the internet if it's a product. So that's the way I see, and we see in my group, the way to put product in contact with the consumers.
So following on from what you were saying about how you create that desire for a product, undoubtedly the internet and those sorts of media streams have affected so many industries. I was wondering, is technology and the use of internet universally a good thing in your business sector, or are there brands that you purposely try to keep offline?
Mm-hmm. Internet is more and more important, and if I judge by the budget that we spend in the media, we are reducing gradually the amount spent in magazine to increase the spending in the internet, all the internet media. So it's more and more important, and what is key also is the fact that now more and more the customer, they want to first, when they want a product, they go immediately on their computer, on their telephone, and they check the product. So the way a brand is presented to the world is extremely influenced by the internet, which explains why when you are on the site of a brand, not only you see the product, but you see the history of the brand, you see the craftsmanship which is behind, and more customers are looking at that. They want to understand what is really behind the brand, and they like the product, but they want to see more. And with the internet, it's extremely easy. And also, they want to be able to buy the product easily. We have now in many countries, including the UK, you can buy a product and get it very fast in a shop. Or if you go on the internet, you see what is available in the shop in center of London. If you want such or such product, you can find the availability of the product, which is growing faster and faster. And we more and more invest in the way we work with internet company. The problem being they are, as you see, more and more profitable, because now they get more and more smart to manage their revenues. For instance, at the beginning on Facebook, when a brand was sending a message to its followers, you could get them immediately. Today, it's not the case. When you send a message, you can get maybe 1 or 2% of your followers. Even a brand like Dior that have millions of followers, they don't get the message unless you pay something to Facebook. And then you can go on many followers. And you can even get on the competitors' followers if you pay. So if you are Dior, and if you pay Facebook, you can send your products on the followers of Chanel. And for the Facebook, it's a gold mine, because many brands are doing this, and it's one reason why they are so profitable. Not all of them are doing that yet, but more and more are going to do it.